On behalf of the Board of Education, congratulations to the class of 2020. Your diploma represents your lifelong connection to the Fairview Park City Schools. Some of you have known each other since preschool years, and some of you have just become friends. However and whenever that past connection happened, your connection will be as an alumni of the Fairview Park City Schools. You will always and forever be a warrior. We, the Board of Education, and the citizens of Fairview Park are proud of you for earning your diploma. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
Congratulations, class of 2020. Did you know that as you get older, a common way for people to determine your age or to identify what commonalities you may have with them is to ask what year you graduated from high school? It's true. I graduated high school in 1984. My wife graduated in 1983. The president of the Fairview High School Alumni Association, a group you're now officially members of, graduated in 1964. You are the graduates of 2020. Usually it's just a marker in time, but not for you. People for the rest of your lives will remember and respect all of you in a very unique way. This country, this world will always remember the seniors of the COVID-19 pandemic. They will remember you for the sacrifices you had to make to keep each other safe. Let's face it, it's not like any of you really had a choice, with mandatory school closings in every state in the U.S. and in most countries around the world. In Ohio, it started on March 17th and continued through the end of the school year. I don't have to repeat all the traditional senior celebrations you lost in the wake of this pandemic. You know what they are. You're watching this recording as an example. As superintendent of the Fairview Schools, I want to say thank you to all of you. Thank you for your understanding, for rising above the craziness, for handling the just plain crappy circumstances with grace and poise. If you think about it though, was it really all bad? You did get to sleep in for the last 3 months of your senior year. Stadium lights were lit across the country at 8:20 p.m., that's 2020 in military time, on April 20th for 20 minutes and 20 seconds in your honor. LeBron James hosted a 1-hour celebration of the class of 2020 with a bunch of celebrities singing your praises, closing with past President Barack Obama giving an amazing tribute speech of your courage and strength. There was the parade that was, then wasn't, then was. There were yard signs everywhere and tons of hilarious memes and videos all over social media. Finally, there was the most unique and personalized celebration of your commencement that no other graduating class has ever had before or ever will see again. Not all bad. I know it's not the same, and we all wish it didn't happen, but you really handled it well. I can only imagine the conversations you will have at your high school class reunions. You will have stories that no other class could ever match. On behalf of the entire administration, faculty, and staff of the Fairview Schools, I want to thank you and congratulate you on achieving this important milestone. I'm so sorry your senior year ended the way it did. Always remember with confidence, however, that you've been well prepared and armed with all the skills, knowledge, and abilities you need to succeed in any future you dare to dream. If you can conquer the coronavirus, you can conquer anything. Dream big and share your talents with all those around you, and know that you will forever be remembered in a special way among the ranks of Fairview High School's distinguished alumni. You are the class of 2020. We look forward to hearing about the many amazing things you accomplish. Congratulations on a job well done.
Graduates, the year 2020, what can I say? Distance from one another, we found challenges. Together in spirit, we overcame unthinkable circumstances and persevered. Your love and respect for each other, your memories, and pride in your education have and will continue to act like mortar, keeping you securely bonded to Fairview High School, the community of Fairview Park, and ultimately each individual graduating under these circumstances. Even though you are no longer physically united, each are still and will remain a part of the Fairview High School class of 2020. One of my favorite quotes about education that I think is very fitting to these circumstances is actually from the 1931 Fairview High School valedictorian, Margaret Schaefer. She states, "If after 12 years of schooling, we knew every word and could solve every problem in all of the books used, and we could not think for ourselves or rely on our own judgment and experiences, then our education would still have been a failure from first to last. If, on the other hand, we have barely passed or obtained only fairly good grades, but learned self-reliance and how to approach our problems, then we can say our school, our teachers, our work were all a complete success." So my advice to all of you is simple and easy to remember. Learn from the opportunities you have encountered. They are not accidental. Learn from and use those experiences to teach others and make your own mark in the world. The future will not be uncontested nor a smooth ride for any of you. That's not how it works out there. You'll be tested and you'll need to compete. Where you find yourself today is simply the first lap of a long journey. But you've completed your training and you now have the skills. You have so much to offer the world. Go forth and take your place. The world needs you. It needs your kindness, your caring natures, your consideration, and your thoughtfulness of others. Your grace and humility throughout this entire experience has been exemplary. Use that along with your other laudable skills to make humanity that much better. You have made it to graduation, which took patience, dedication, and a lot of hard work. You are to be commended, and you have earned our respect. As we say our final goodbyes this evening, I know that I am truly blessed to have known all of you. Congratulations.
Firstly, I would like to thank everyone who was able to make this commencement possible. From Mr. Vicka and Dr. Wagner, who ensured we were having one at all, to Mr. Kaminsky, who is providing videos to loved ones who are not able to share this memorable moment. Class of 2020, I stand here before you as class president, a fellow graduate, and your friend. I would like to congratulate each and every one of you for your personal achievements that you've accomplished these past 4 years at Fairview High School. It was an incredible run, and of course, all incredible runs must end with a bang. Although this bang is not like nothing we could have ever imagined, I would like to take a moment to mourn the fact that I cannot stand before you all physically today. I am truly sorry we were unable to graduate together, although just because we are not together physically does not mean we aren't graduating together in spirit. Our class will forever be together in our hearts, and as I'm giving out this speech, I'm envisioning all of you in the crowd, watching, waiting, listening, and anticipating your futures to come. Nothing makes me prouder and happier than seeing the success and legacy that we've built around in these walls. The success and legacy will carry on into our futures. We will be in new environments, meeting new people, and accomplishing different things than we are now. I would say that we have dreamt of this moment for years, but simply dreaming for this to happen is an inaccurate reflection of what we have done to reach this point. We've worked our entire lives to get here, and there is power in doing so. There is power in doing, and this class is full of unique and distinguished individuals through the accomplishments of countless goals that they have made through collaborative and solo events. This class will change the world as we know it for the better by taking action and allowing themselves to do rather than standing idly by and let life to pass them. That is not what it means to be a warrior, to let life pass by. Rather, we take charge and we take action. I wish you all luck in your future endeavors, whether you are heading off to college, the military, trade school, or even if you don't know what you're doing yet. Nonetheless, I wish you all the best. We are strong, we are courageous, we are passionate, we are creative, we are caring, and we are Fairview. And we all know that once a warrior, always a warrior. Congratulations to all the seniors of the class of 2020. We made it and we deserve it. Thank you.
So here we are. The day we thought would never come, but now has crept up on us a little too fast. High school graduation is commonly seen as the completion of our education. To that, I say congratulations. But in reality, I view high school as being much more than this. My experience at Fairview for the last 12 years cannot be limited down to a compilation of notes or papers. High school is not just about the schoolwork. It's about interacting with peers, building community, and living through experiences that shape us into the educated young adults that we are celebrated as today. High school is about building relationships and about growing up with those individuals who you've known your whole life. It's about complaining to your lab partner about that annoying homework assignment. It's the small fights you get into at the lunch table or the words of encouragement you get after class from your favorite teacher. Whether these interactions seem important or not, everyone we have met and experienced high school with has shaped who we are today. Building relationships helps to develop a community. It's about standing and cheering together in those stands every Friday night, whether it's freezing, windy, rainy, or all the above. It's looking out into the crowd or the auditorium at all those who have gathered because they have an interest in your production, concert, or sport. Or more so, they just have an interest in you. Great experiences are created when individuals and community come together. It's that buzzer beater that carries our team into the playoffs. It's the beat of the band marching through the hallways every Friday morning. But high school is also losing in double overtime and getting disqualified from Red Day during the final event. It's failing that physics test or forgetting you had homework due. It's having to transfer to online schooling for what was supposed to be one of the most memorable times of our lives. But no matter what has happened over the last couple of months, I have realized how dearly I miss the day-to-day activities which can't be experienced virtually. What I'm trying to say here is that we have become who we are today through all the ups and downs. Every 2020 graduate is not an intelligent, capable, and resilient individual solely because they have sat through their classes and earned passing grades. We have developed to fit this description because we've been active members of our high school, experiencing and fighting through any circumstance that came our way. The resilience and adaptability our class has demonstrated throughout the last 4 years is something that will benefit each and every one of us as we move forward. Whether we are 6 feet apart or 6 states apart, we have learned to embrace the high school experience as something extra special. We learned how much we mean to each other as we were forced apart. And now, as we graduate, we will always be together as Fairview Park's class of 2020. No one can change that fact. The individuals, community, and experiences Fairview has offered has embedded memories and lessons that will guide each and every one of us on our own path to success, no matter what adversity we must overcome. So here's to Fairview for the best 3.75 years that I could have ever asked for.
First of all, I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone who's helped the class of 2020 get to this point. Thank you, Mr. Vicka, Mr. Honick, Mrs. Karliak, all the teachers, custodial staff, and faculty. I would also like to give thanks to all the hardships that have helped shape our class into the people we are today. The class of 2020 knows that life isn't fair. In fact, we're well versed in the notion. We were born in the aftermath of 9/11, raised in the 2008 recession, and entered high school during one of the most hyperbolic and contentious elections in recent American history. It's only fitting that we're graduating under such unexpected circumstances. We came of age alongside our country. Our growing pains are mirrored by the ones of our culture. We have seen the world advance technologically, politically, and socially like never before right in front of our eyes. We know change is possible because we've lived through it time and time again. 2020 has brought an unprecedented amount of instability into our lives, but with each new hurdle presented, we've been able to repurpose our pain into motivation for the future. Our class is entering a new, uncertain decade as graduates and educated thinkers. The world stage is shifting under our feet at this very moment, and everything feels much less stable than it did a few years ago. No one knows what's in store for our future, but if there's one thing I am certain of, it's that the class of 2020 is resilient enough to face it.